Hello everyone. In today's lecture, we will start our first chapter, Atomic Structure. These are the contents: Rutherford's model of an atom, electron orbits, Bohr atom, energy levels and spectra, vector atom model, atomic excitation and atomic spectra, and last we will see the problems related to the atomic structure. Before going to the main content, we will see first introduction. In FYBSc class we have here heard about the all atomic models, that is Thomson atomic model, Bohr atomic model, and also Rutherford atomic model, and also we also know about the atomic structure. The atom consisting of nucleus and all electrons revolving around the nucleus. Nucleus consisting of protons and neutrons, in which the protons having positive charge, neutrons are neutral, and electrons are negatively charged particles. And also all we know the atoms are electrically neutral because of total number of atoms is equal to total number of protons is equal to the total number of electrons. That's why we call this the atom are electrically neutral. Now we will see the Thomson atomic model. Thomson atomic model says with Thomson atomic model we also call this plum pudding model. This model says the positively charged this model says atom consists of positively charged sphere and electrons are embedded in it. Electrons are embedded in it. So this is the positively charged spheres and electrons are embedded in it. The radius of this sphere is 10 raised to minus 10 meter. Hence because of the some limitations this model is discarded, and another model is Rutherford atomic model. In this chapter we will see in detail Rutherford atomic model. Now we will see here Rutherford's model of an atom. This is the experiments was performed by the Rutherford with the scientist Giger and Marsden. Plum pudding model, that is Thomson atomic model, is one of the widely accepted model over the world for understanding the structure of the atom. Because of some limitations and drawbacks, this model was discarded. In year 1911, Ernest Rutherford carried out gold foil experiment to understand the structure of atom. He carried out the experiment with the scientists Giger and Marsden, and this experiment also called as Giger-Marsden experiment and Giger-Marsden experiment. The experiment he carried out, which breakthrough in the field of chemistry and physics, which helped him to understand the structure of atom in more accurate manner. This is how the setup of experiment look like. This is the setup of Rutherford's gold foil experiment. In this experiment, fast moving alpha particles emitted by certain radioactive element. Which is certain radioactive element? Radium. This radium continuously emits alpha particles in all direction. Hence, in this experiment, fast alpha particles emitted by certain radioactive elements. Alpha particles are helium nucleus. Alpha particles are helium nucleus having charge plus 2e. The charge on alpha particle is plus 2e. These alpha particles emitted by the radioactive element. This is the lead absorber which is used to absorb this alpha particle that emitted in all directions. They placed radioactive element behind the lead absorber with fine hole. This is the fine hole as shown in this figure, so that narrow beam of alpha particles, because of this lead absorber here, narrow beam of alpha particle is produced, and this narrow beam of alpha particle are going to pass this hole, so that narrow beam of alpha particles was produced. The beam was directly, this beam was directly strikes on this gold foil. This gold foil is very thin. Why they have taken the very thin gold foil? Because this gold foil contains approximately 100 atoms. It means when the we have taken thin gold foil, means it contains lesser atoms. That means it contains lesser atoms. Hence, lesser the atom, more convenient the experiment would be. That's why gold foil, very thin gold foil has used by the Rutherford. And because of alpha particles he had selected for the experiment, because the alpha particles having high energy and also heavier than the protons. So that's why this alpha particles has selected by the Rutherford. Now we are here. Yes, alpha particles are strikes on this gold foil, and screen gold foil, and this experiment, the fluorescent screen, that is zinc sulfide screen. This screen has made by zinc sulfide, used for the experiment. When the screen flashes, when the alpha particle hits on the screen, this screen flashes, and there is the detector to detect the alpha particles. What Rutherford expecting? Alpha particles would go right through foil without any deviation. Giger and Marsden observed that most of the alpha particles were not deviated by much, but a few were scattered through very large angle. Some of them were even scattered in backward direction. These are the alpha particles. Some are right through the foil, some are deviated with some angles, and some are in backward directions. Some of them were even scattered in backward directions. Alpha particles are relatively heavy. It was clear that powerful forces are there which cause remarkable deflection. To explain this result, Rutherford put forward his model. According to the model of an atom, Rutherford model of an atom is composed of nucleus in which its positive charge and nearly all its mass are concentrated at the center, with electron some distance away. So this is the Rutherford atomic model, in which all positive charge and its mass are concentrated at the center, and electrons are far distance away. that is electrons are revolving in empty space around the nucleus. This is the Rutherford atomic model. This is all about the today's lecture. In next lecture we will see in detail information about the Rutherford's atomic model. Thank you for watching.